Hi there, Poppin PJ here, and we are going to make a clothespin turkey. As you can see, I'm just taking this clothespin apart. I'm just going to keep the wood pieces and set the spring aside. So I have my little pile here of pieces that I'm going to be gluing together. I'm going to take two of the pieces, put them back to back, and I'm going to glue them together and they will make this little hole. So easy to do. Had to reload the glue gun. I will continue this process until I have glued together 12 pieces. And here we have it, our 12 feathers. Next, I will begin staining the feathers different colors. As you can see here, I am stirring the stain, which is an aqua blue. I save my plastic flatware that I get when I get something to go, and I use my own utensils at home, and these knives work perfectly as stir sticks. Look how pretty. I will continue this process of staining the feathers different colors. I will be using 6 different colored stains, 2 feathers for each color. I will now be using my hole saw to make the body of our turkey. This is a 1.5-inch hole saw, and I'm actually making the holes using this hole saw because I actually want the part that people usually throw out on their hole saw, which is the rounds that will be inside the hole saw. I removed the hole saw, and I'm just going to push out the little rounds with a screwdriver. This is aspen wood, so it's very soft, easy to cut through, easy to work with. So off it comes. Here it is. Putting the hole saw back on because I need another round. Putting my piece of scrap wood back under the piece of wood that I am cutting the hole. Turning on the drill press. And another hole and wood round made. And as I did before, taking off the hole saw, using the screwdriver to take out the wood round. Our second wood round. This is what I'm going to use the holes for. Okay, now we have to sand our rounds. I started out sanding the round this way, but then I thought about it. I'm like, I just need to flip the sander over and just roll the round on the sander to get it all nice and smooth. Much easier this way. Now I'm going to wood glue the 2 rounds together. We're making a wood glue sandwich. And to clamp it together to dry. Now we are going to stain the body. So I taped this wooden piece of the clothespin onto this board, a piece of scrap board with masking tape, and it is on here securely with a clamp, and I'm going to use my circular saw, since I had it out, to cut the clothespin to the size I need for the turkey's head. Removing the tape. And there we have it. This was a safe way, so I didn't cut off my fingers. Now we're going to glue the turkey's head to the body. The turkey head will cover the hole on the body. It will be centered between the 6th and 7th feathers. Now to put on the E6000 glue and glue the head down. Yay, a turkey with its head on straight. Now for the legs. The feathers were actually glued onto the body with E6000. I must have accidentally deleted that footage. I am placing these 2 extra pieces of clothespin up at the top so that when I place the turkey down on the legs that the glue will adhere because it will remain flat on the legs. I saw how far down I wanted the turkey to be on the legs, so now we're going to glue him down. My turkey is looking poppin'. I'm going to use the very end of this clothespin piece of wood here and just snip it off in a triangular shape for the turkey beak. I didn't like how that piece came out, so I'm just going to clip the other corner. This triangular piece is much better. Let's see what it looks like. And now to paint this tiny beak yellow. Now to glue the turkey beak to the turkey face. Now we are going to make the turkey eyes. We are going to use this toothpick to make the black eyes. Squeezing out a dab of black paint. I'm just putting black dots for the eyes. Next I drew the turkey wattle with a pencil, as you can see here, and now I'm going to paint it orange. That word is so funny to me, wattle. Dabbing my brush with a little bit of orange paint and painting the wattle that I drew. I think this next part is pretty clever and it's going to make the turkey a little whimsical. We're going to use this spring that came from the clothespin. I'm just kind of opening it up here. As you can see, I'm going to use my wire cutters and I'm going to clip off part of the spring because we're going to use the spring for our turkey legs. That was funny. Clipping another little portion off of it. And here is one of our turkey legs. The portion of the turkey leg, that is the foot, is a little bit wide, so I'm going to cut it here. Well, I don't guess I'll be using that turkey foot because it fell into my floor vent. I cut another and it looks perfect, and so we just need to glue it down. Out with the E6000 and on with the turkey leg. Oh yes, I like it. Now to put the other one on. I just have to make sure that the leg is adhered on well. Gobble, 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 gobble. This multi-versatile killer clothespin turkey can be used as a Thanksgiving favor on your plates when you have your company. It could be used as an ornament to hang on your Christmas tree, or it could be used as a hanging for your doorknob. Or it can just be a shelf leaner. So many ways to display this killer clothespin turkey. Happy Thanksgiving!